Okay, everybody, welcome to a GEMPC matchup. As always, I'm Dan Tartagleone, also known as D Tartag1. Joining me for the broadcasting is Garrett Dead Body himself. How you doing tonight, Garrett? I work today. But, oh, well, see, that's better than my day. But, so we have our last top 16 match. The tournament organizer himself, Batmouse, versus Dennis Reinhardt. Batmouse is playing Thrawn. Dennis is playing, it looks like, just a straight Endor Pyre deck that Joe created and played a lot last year. So, give me some insight. Yeah, 21. So Dennis has to win by 22, and we got Wolfman in the chat saying that Batmouse should win, and Thrawn is pretty good versus mains. I'm not disagreeing, and right off the bat, Batmouse going down with the Flagstick Executor and Admiral Piet the Fondor right off. Like, that's kind of interesting. Yeah. Yeah. That's going to give him some immunity on the Executor. Yeah. Yeah, he's got the Thrawn. It looks like he's got the Thrawn, because he. Yeah, and that tells me that he had the Executor or Piet in his opening hand, which is insane. Like. Yeah. He's got locations like it's... Okay. Anakin going down. I kind of like this because he can start... Yeah, there's battle plan. And I think if you're Batmouse... Yeah, you want to set up Chimera at Kashyyyk. Yeah. He's got 12. Mm-mm. Yeah. Shuttle up. Oh, 1 second, Garrett. So we have a little bit of an audio difficulty. Okay. Now you should hear Jared. Sorry.
Let's try this again. Jared, can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now? Marty coming down for 1. Yeah, Jared, he just missed all the good insight by Garrett.
Oh, it was gold.
Like,
you guys missed out on
comedy gold.
Serious OCS winning strategy right there.
But, so, Commander,
right,
okay. I like this. So he went and got Endor. He's got Price on the flagship. He's got Marty on the flagship. Still no Chimera yet.
I think when he searched for the system, he missed the Chimera. I'm betting
That's
he
yeah.
activated Chimera because that's the only reason you make that play.
Mm-hmm.
But moving the flagship, loading it up with Price and Mahdi, he's now got that Drain 2 system locked down.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, he,
So I mean,
hold on,
so he's got right now immunity to attrition less than 4. Body adds 1, so it's immune to attrition less than 5. But I mean, you have Mahdi and you have Piet. Piet essentially did his job. He got you the flagship. He got you Admiral's Order. You can lose him, and he's forfeit 9 right now. So.
yeah.
And Batmouse is about to draw a bunch of cards. You got to think he's got to have an admiral or an imperial command in his hand. So, like you were saying, I mean, Anakin right now, Anakin's not a threat. Like maybe Lando and Lando Calrissian Scoundrel, that would be decent because again, you're getting the second Destiny, but
only if that Destiny gets through a command.
Yeah. Greg Shaw asking in the chat, turn 2 and no Thrawn. No, he went down with the flagship Executor and Admiral Piet first turn to Fondor. And then it looked like on turn 2, he activated the Chimera because he has a Thrawn in his hand.
What is... I said no shield for Endor system. Endor shield's out there.
Yeah, the Endor shield is out there. I think he's asking about a defensive shield that.
Yeah,
I think it's not. I think
yeah,
it's only Crossfire.
It would only be if his generation was being canceled there, and it's not. So
yeah.
It's
yeah.
I wouldn't worry about the shield, and the Endor shield doesn't cancel Dennis's activation anymore. Yeah, I'm sure Batmouse is just drawing for the Chimera. He's going to lose the deploy bonus from wearing attack position or from alert my Star Destroyer.
Mm-hmm. Well, then Thrawn comes down for less.
Yeah, well, and Thrawn's coming down for less with the attack position now. I mean, Force is not really at a premium right now.
No, I mean, both sides are activating a lot.
Yeah, and next turn, I think you see Chimera and Thrawn at Endor, and then unless Batmouse has like Pelinon in his hand.
Okay, there's an Imperial command.
Which is fine because Dennis can't grab it right now. And that gets him Veers. So it takes a 1 out of the deck if he needs a Destiny.
Yeah.
And if nothing else, just cycles. So if Dennis does something real spicy and goes for like a Lost Grimtosh, he doesn't lose 2 commands.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Dennis has got to do something spicy here.
Yeah, I agree.
Just draining for 2.
Okay, Secret Plans comes out for Batmouse.
Doesn't get him there. He's going to have to do something more. You know, and we kind of talked about this before it started when we were sort of prepping. Like, it's hard to beat Thrawn by 20 plus cards.
Mm-hmm.
And Dennis is going to have to make some plays that just are YOLO style plays to an extent.
Yeah. So he does drain.
Try and get ahead.
Yeah, he drains. He hits a Masterful Move combo, as well, and a We Must Accelerate Our Plans off the top of the deck. He also plays Free Ride and Endor Celebration to cancel A Million Voices Crying Out and an entire legion of my best troops. So he's just cycling a 5 back into his deck.
He cycles a 5. So
I mean, that's okay. I mean, the card really doesn't do anything here. So it looks like Dennis is just going to draw some cards.
The only thing I dislike that is I don't expect Batmouse. I mean, he hasn't put down on other sites. He's probably not reacting with combat vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
But holding on to that to get rid of an undercover spy.
Yeah.
If Batmouse decides to get spicy and throws in like a U3PO,
Okay, Dennis
would have been really good.
Dennis draws to 12 cards, so he's got 7 force to work with already in his deck. And I do agree, Jared in the chat saying that Batmouse loves U3PO. What's not to love? Undercover spies are the best.
Dennis throwing away a pair of our only hopes.
Yeah.
As he's got the sight out. So I think he might have open-handed both those sights, which honestly has to kind of feel bad if he has.
He did play one
also
to begin with. So, okay, there's the Chimera coming down for 4 force. So it looks like
Greg
Batmouse
with
did
the Prime subscription. Okay, so yep, Batmouse got Chimera and Thrawn. So I'm assuming we'll see a move of probably Mahdi. Oh, nope, there's Peladon.
Okay, wow.
All right, then I'm not sure why you needed to put them there, but okay.
Yeah, that's the thing I'm wondering is why to Endor, unless you're going to move the flagship to Kashyyyk, because you want to start getting 2 drains going.
I guess, yeah.
I mean, maybe moving price over just in case. Because I mean, that's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, I think just moving the flagship to Kashyyyk because Endor is +1 to deploy.
Okay, Merrick
Steel.
Wow.
Yeah. It's
more forfeit, and it stops an all-wings combo just in case.
Yeah, Endor is locked down.
Yeah.
Like, even if he moves the flagship away, how can you go at Endor right now?
No, he's going to move the Chimera. I do not understand that move. Like, yeah, it doesn't. He doesn't get any benefits.
Yet, ships are deploying -1 to same system.
Oh yeah,
but then
okay.
He paid 1 to fly it over, so it doesn't
benefit him in any way. He does save
it's
2.
It's a net
though.
0. Okay, I actually think I would have liked to see the flagship move.
Yeah.
Instead of Chimera, just for that little bit, of the card of the ships that are there. The image stinks a little bit. Kirgi stinks a little bit as well.
Yeah, Kirgi hits a little bit worse, just because it is more damage to Dennis.
Yeah.
But here we go. LSJK, Luke. Chris Kelly's favorite card coming down to the exterior Lothal site. Luke's Bionic Hand.
Honestly, I don't know that I love the Bionic Hand there. Because I don't think Batmouse is necessarily going to go after him.
I don't see. Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's a card he could have used for differential. And
I can see,
because it's only going to get get any benefit to Dennis in a battle.
And I think at this point, Dennis is going to be waiting for a card like Tarkin's Orders or something to cancel the drains. Now, the Image of the Dark Lord would be really good here to reduce one of those drains. I think you would go with the interior one just because it is a drain, but...
Well, you can't throw the Image of the Dark Lord on the... Oh, you mean the interior Lothal site?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not what I was saying. The interior Lothal site, Greg.
Okay.
Yeah. I know you can't throw it on the Death Star.
Well, Greg and I had the same thought, because that's what I was thinking too. I'm like, I don't think you can put it on the Death Star, but all right.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't reduce the 1-1, so it has to be the 2-0.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, there's Luke's lightsaber. So now that is a drain of 2.
And actually, you can't cancel... You can't Tarkin's Orders that drain either, so...
Yeah.
The Tarkin's Orders would have to cancel the 2-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, like... Dennis has a really good setup to potentially win a very grindy game here.
Yeah. And moving Yoda in, I like the move of Yoda.
He doesn't have a good setup to win by 22.
Yeah, because right now Batmouse is about to do 5.
Batmouse is going to do 5.
Dennis on the flip side is going to be doing 6. And that might win you the game, but being down by 21...
That'll win you the game long term just fine.
Yeah.
But If Batmouse gets another ship down to Lothal and starts to threaten the
Yeah.
Tarkin's orders at the 2-2,
Yeah.
that'll be over. Like,
Okay.
I don't know what.
Batmouse Pain, Adrena Kashyyyk. There goes Luke Skywalker, Jedi Knight to the art collection.
And Chris Kelly sheds a tear.
Noble Sacrifice are on the edge. Yeah, I think that Noble Sacrifice are on the edge could be in play.
Yeah.
I
don't know about Noble Sac just because, like, I think Noble Sac just targets rebels.
Yeah.
Well, let's pull up Deck Builder and look while we're thinking about it.
Okay, so he grabs the Blockade Flagship Bridge with Governor Price.
Oh, no, it's just one of characters. So.
Kashyyyk, there goes Hear Me Baby Hold Together and Our Only Hope.
From a third, Our Only Hope from hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Noble Sac would be interesting.
Goes Ray, and I hope she's all right. Oh, that's a big one.
That would have been big.
That's some good tech. And you know what this tells me right here? Dennis was expecting.
He's going to walkling that back right now.
Yeah, I can assume that. I was going to say, Dennis, I think, was expecting the Batmall.
Oh, and there's
no escape
to get back the image.
So,
honestly, I'm a little surprised Dennis hasn't walkling back that. I hope she's all right.
If he doesn't walkling back, I'm assuming he's got the Unite.
Yeah. That would be the other option because that's a
blowout card.
That's a blowout card. Or he's going to activate 3 and walkling for the Unita and then go with it.
Yeah. Batmouse would need to find some way of burying that card as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he needs to do something, and I think that's probably what's going through his head right now is I've got 10 force.
And Kurgi's in the lost pile, so
like I almost wouldn't hate if he's got like a Vader. Just drop on Anakin.
Get rid of Anakin.
And just get rid of Anakin.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to get Nabrand onto. Dennis has got 8 cards in hand, but Luke and Yoda are stuck somewhere.
Luke, Yoda, and Rey. He might have like a Qui-Gon with Saber.
Yeah.
Or an Obi-Wan with Saber. Those are the only cards that I think that really could be bad. Okay, he plays There Is No Try.
Which is good because it forces, if Dennis tries to sense or alter something now, it'll bury that I hope she's all right.
Playing Point Man.
Oh, he went right to draw. So he went for Point Man.
Interesting.
He's not looking for an Omnibox. He's not running an Omnibox combo in there.
I don't know. This is Batmouse.
I'm just trying to think of cards that
he's running. He's running Abyss. Okay, we all know he's running Abyss.
I mean, I don't think he is. I think he's just
now
maybe trying to put together enough to stick someone on the ground and feel slightly more confident about it. All right, so Dennis
all he has to do is
raid that card into hand.
Yeah,
which makes me think he must have the Unita.
Yeah,
because if you Batmouse, Point Man, and then drew a few.
Yeah. Now, I mean, here's my thing though. Like, I know Batmouse, and I told Batmouse to put in some spicy tech. It doesn't come into play at this matchup, unfortunately, but it would be kind of stupid. Okay, there's Ray.
Activate Ray again.
17. He's going to Ray.
Byrne is definitely missing out because we are on our game today as well. There's like my father before me to stack a card, like
draw a card, stack a card. So much efficiency with this deck. Like, you got to think that Joe Joe is somewhere just smiling. Okay, Drain of 2 at the Advanced Projects Laboratory. There goes a We Must Accelerate Our Plans. And a ceasefire. I like that.
Oh,
A ceasefire. Good
yeah.
against Tarn missing.
Yeah.
Drain for 2 at the Chasm Walkway. Emperor Palpatine goes to loss from the Force Pile.
Force Pile. Okay. And the Darth Vader. All right, I'm a little...
And he loses Vader. I don't like that.
He's got to have something else going on. Like,
Yeah.
the thing is, if Dennis throws down Unita, gets back, I hope she's all right. There are only 2 battleground sites on table. So if Batmouse has a way to take... Either go after Luke and Rey.
Okay, Padme coming down.
Okay, so, all right, well, that site is gone. You just let...
Yeah, you don't go
Dennis
there.
gets that site, that's fine. So
there's the Unita. So I hope she's all right coming back out.
But he's only got to get rid of Anakin to shut I hope she's all right back off.
Yes.
And I think I hope Batmouse is on top of that, although this is definitely the spicy tech to put enough of a clock on the game that he can potentially win by. Oh, okay, there's Lando.
There's Lando. Right. I mean, and with Vader in the Lost Pile, why not?
Well, with one Vader in the Lost Pile.
Plays barrier to barrier the Lando.
I think just to get the card out of hand.
Yeah.
Batmouse is activating 16 Force.
Yeah.
So, I mean, activating down to that 4 doesn't really help him unless he's drawing a second Destiny somehow. But, like, if he's got Tarkin V and any leader, like, that becomes an interesting all right, we'll bomb these down because all I need to draw is a 4 and a, 2 4s.
2 4s, yeah.
And we'll blow out Anakin.
Yeah, and then he can play Coward, shutting up the 1 drain.
Well, he's not even worried about shutting off the drain, really.
Enter the bureaucrat.
I hope she's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think because none of the drains were going to be 3.
Yeah. I don't mind that.
No, that was good. That was a good loss.
So Dennis again is going to be losing 5 at this point. That's going to bring him down to 29. I mean, that's a 3-turn clock though. That's the thing.
Yeah. And actually, like, if Batmouse has another, frankly, just Star Destroyer at this point, he could just throw it out as well.
Yeah,
all right, so he's searching with Merrick.
And he's in the activate phase.
He didn't activate all he could, though.
No, he activated down to 4, searched.
Yeah.
I mean, goes to a control phase, drains. There's the drain at Kashyyyk, so again, it's a drain of 2.
Yep.
There goes Fault of the Legend from hand. So getting rid of a 6.
Yeah. Oh, and then he's going to pull a card with Price so he can...
Takes the Gick. Okay. Don't mind this.
Don't mind that at all.
Yeah, he's got to get... Like you said, he's got to get rid of Anakin. That's the thing.
Yeah, Anakin's the target. Like,
yeah.
Before he put down Padme, I'd have said you could potentially go after the other site because he either loses Rey, and I hope she's all right, loses the altar and a Leia.
Yeah, Leia V.
That Leia would have been spicy too.
Okay, that does flip the objective for Batmouse as he enters into his deploy phase. So let's see what he's going to do this turn. I mean, he takes...
he didn't drain at Endor, so he's going to be throwing down cards.
Yeah.
It's just a question of what.
He's got 3 cards
left. The other
left.
thing he could do would be Veers on a walker, and if he knows what his destinies are, trampling either Padme or Rey.
Yeah.
Okay,
no, he's...
Krennic.
Okay. I think he sensed what was going on by what you were saying on the lines and everything, throwing a leader, multiple
Krennic,
leaders, apparently.
Veers.
Okay. So Veers, even with Veers in command, would work.
Does he have another guy?
Yeah, I
Does
would
he
like
have
to
a
see
Tarkin
another
to
guy.
put
Okay.
there? Oh,
Ooh.
Mara.
Mara
That's
Jade with
big.
lightsaber. That's big. Because
That was
we know he has
very
a
big.
4 in there. And Veers and Krennic are both
Forfeit a million.
Yeah, forfeit 9. I mean,
8, I think.
Yeah, 8.
They're both
I can't
8,
do
but
math.
he might have a command, which would mean he limits him to 1.
Okay, Imperial Enforcement, so he can
Enforcement,
battle for free.
which, yeah, the battle for free is cute. I guess, because then it gives him the 1 force to grab and interrupt.
Yeah. And he can put a card into the lost pile, like a stack. He could stack a Luke into the lost pile once to give himself +3 in the power. So it'd be 14 to 11.
I don't think the power is particularly
No.
meaningful. Like, I think you add to the power just because, but I don't think the power is particularly meaningful. Like, and he was
The other
battling
thing
for free
is,
anyways because of Anakin.
this is going to sound weird, but do you have to fight here? Do you have to initiate if you're Batmouse? I don't think you do.
I don't think you have to, but I think, especially given that he's got the Gick.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think you do.
So yeah, I think you would want to.
Okay.
I don't love starting the battle just because you get him back the
It's only 1.
Lando. Well, it's
1
force.
I know it's
I'm not worried about
force,
the power, but it's 1 force.
Yeah.
It's more you don't want him to do something spicy like draw their fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Puts the Luke back into the lost pile. Chris Kelly sheds another tear.
Yeah, I mean, anytime a Luke goes to lost, Chris is feeling bad. I'm assuming Batmouse checked his destiny.
Yeah, I know, but I don't. Okay, him going after the Lando gets around the blaster deflection.
Yeah, it gets around the blaster deflection. It just is does he know? Okay, so there were 2 4s.
Yeah, and I'm assuming he knows.
So the only one we knew was in there was the barrier.
Yeah.
But I gotta feel like Batmouse knew what the last card.
Well, because he pulled a card with
hits
Price.
Lando, he kills.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because he got the Gick, but I think he had to know. Okay, if I hit Lando, I kill Anakin, and there's
command
the
to limit.
Command, which means he probably just loses Krennic.
Or Veers. I think you lose Veers because Krennic.
I think you lose Krennic because Veers allows you to command a second time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point.
I think you keep Veers there if you can.
Yeah.
And a 2.
Draws a 2. Yeah, that's only.
Honestly, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Anakin's going to cover the forfeit.
But more importantly, I hope she's all right goes to Lost Pile.
More than one character.
Yeah.
The I hope she's all right goes to Lost Pile. He doesn't have a force to walkling it back right away because he spent that 1 to retrieve with Lando.
And
Batmouse can throw down Coward
to make him come down.
That'll be real hard.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, at that point, then Dennis has got to throw a guy down at the chasm walkway to try and
And we know that Batmouse has a Gick. He should have that force save for the draw of the fire.
Yep.
Like,
oh, Jedi love to get Ahsoka Tano. Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
Yeah, I mean it gives.
And I like Batmouse not grabbing. I'd like Batmouse to grab that, but you don't want to run into the draw their fire.
Yeah, he loses
so
credit.
I like Batmouse playing smart and not grabbing that. I think that would be. I'll be honest, that's a mistake I probably make. I probably grab that out of impulse.
I can see it.
it'd be an easy grab, and then I'd be kicking myself right afterwards.
Yeah.
It'd be one of those where I'd be like, I'm going to grab that. I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, I don't know. Looking at the deck, I think that is the card you would grab in this matchup, but I think you're right.
I think that's the card you want to grab 99% of the time there, but you've got to leave yourself a force just in case because the draw their fire Jedi presence beatdown is probably the way don't like that Batmouse waited so long to throw out Coward.
I do. Why, I mean, he did it in the activate phase.
Well, I guess he did it right in activate.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah.
Dennis draws a card. There's a drain of 2 at the Battleground Lothal site. And you got to think Dennis is going to do something this turn because he can't let Batmouse drain for free.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you can't let him drain for 6 in the damage from the art card or the art card.
Yeah.
But more importantly, he's draining for free. There goes.
Yeah. I'm not even sure that we must accelerate in command off the top.
Yeah, and we know
I'm not even sure the drain of free is a big deal. So now the top 2 cards are a decree and a barrier.
Yeah.
So whatever he throws down, Mara swings and hits with an 8, unless he's got a deflection
he can't
Ahsoka.
Swing at her.
Yeah,
but she really doesn't do much. Okay, speak with the Jedi Council to get the.
I like that just to get the 0 out.
I do too. Yeah, that's the only way I can see playing that.
Drawing the 0, if he battles there and draws that 0 for Destiny, and Veers and Mara stay alive,
that would be bad.
That'd be brutal.
Yeah. Now Batmouse
says right now. I don't know what else Dennis is going to throw down here with only 4 cards in hand.
Yeah, 4 cards.
Because battling with Ahsoka is cute, and you maybe cost him Veers, but
the only card that I can think of is really bad for Batmouse is a possible Obi-Wan with Saber.
Yeah.
But at that point, you're...
Obi-Wan or Qui-Gon with Saber.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to see a Qui... I mean, I don't know if you want to see a Qui-Gon because Qui-Gon costs 7.
New Qui-Gon is 6. The virtual Qui-Gon with Saber is 6.
Okay. Yeah, there is that one.
So... I don't think I don't actually think the amount of force matters. I'm wondering if he's going to walkling back.
Well, I'm saying
he's all right now.
That's the other thing.
Or if he's putting down draw their fire.
Yeah.
But just Ahsoka there seems like a bad idea.
Yeah, because if Batmouse has another in command.
Well, even without the command, Batmouse will just throw the other art collection card and be like, fine.
Oh, he's drawing.
Dennis just draws.
Wow, that's not good. I mean,
that feels bad.
He had to do something, and I don't think this is the play. But here's the really important thing: he's at 18 or 20 cards in his life force right now. Yes, he has 10 cards.
Well, he's putting one back down.
Yeah, so that gives him 21. And again, just for reference, Batmouse had 15 cards in his lost pile at the end of game 1. Dennis had 40. That's a big difference. So.
That's a difference of 25, and I don't know if he can get... even if Batmouse loses all of his cards right now, that's only...
He's got a lot of cards on table.
17 lost cards. That's only an 18-card difference.
Yeah.
Total.
Yeah.
And Dennis now drops back to 20 life force as he grabs a card with Rey. And he's going to eat a drain of 5 here that Batmouse isn't paying for. And
and Dennis is having to pay. And
again,
I don't know.
Just, if he's got another guy, you just throw it down to the chasm walkway.
Yeah. That or...
Yeah, I mean, Greg, we know it's not like Batmouse could just draw up right now and end the match. Obviously, he's got walk lane. He's got ways to get cards back. It's just...
the math.
He literally has 8 cards left total that he can lose.
Yeah.
Before it's game over.
Yep. There goes Our Only Hope and Run Luke Run.
And he went and grabbed Blizzard 1 with Price.
I don't necessarily like the Blizzard 1, but I mean...
I think it's just get the Destiny 2 out of the deck.
Yeah.
I don't think you're putting down Blizzard 1 anywhere. That would be a huge mistake.
R2-D2 V and Jedi Levitation go to loss as well. I kind of like the R2. I mean, that would have been
Dennis is down to 25 cards total.
Oh.
Okay.
Grand Moff Tarkin coming down. That's multiple Destiny there for Batmouse.
Yeah, they're each -1 from Ahsoka, but I'm assuming Batmouse knows what his Destiny are.
Yeah.
And again, I think it's just a... Yeah, no, I think you're right, Greg. If it, if all Dennis had in hand was that Ahsoka, and that was what he had to go get with Jedi Lev to even do anything, like that's all he could do, and it's a you hope.
Okay. Place. I
The
think I can
Destiny of
handle
Power is
myself.
cute, but
Yeah.
you don't care.
And
And yeah,
Batmouse
grabbing
grabs
that
it.
is smart,
Yeah.
just because otherwise he's potentially adding to the drain
Mm-hmm.
with Rey and Padme.
Yeah, because Batmouse can't play Resistance at this point.
Yeah,
Unless he's got another. Uh, unless he's got a
but
way
it's
to
more
pull it.
just
Yeah.
he effectively just made him lose a card.
Yeah.
Grabbing it keeps it out of there.
Dennis will put an Imperial Command out of play with Unita. There is the walk-in retrieval to get back the free ride combo. Will pay to retrieve it.
And I think he might have just decided not to go get the I hope she's all right because he realized he couldn't clear that site necessarily. And ouch. The one for Destiny to Toll of Power is not a big help for him right now.
Let's see. Batmouse has 3 Destiny. He draws a 2 for the first one. That's only going to be a
He'll
1.
cancel that with he'll cancel that with Tarkin.
Yeah. Or the Imperial Enforcement.
Or Enforcement. Doesn't really matter. It's canceling it with one of them.
Draws a 4, becomes a 3.
That's a 3. Yep.
And Ahsoka's immune to attrition less than 5, so he needs to draw another 4 or higher. There's the other 4, so that's going to get rid of Ahsoka. Now the question is, who do you lose after this battle for Batmouse?
I don't think it matters.
Oh, Dennis draws a 1. 7 to 21, down by 14.
I think I probably lose Veers here.
Yeah, because you probably have another one.
Well, it's more Mara and Tarkin. If he comes down with like EPP Obi and a clash, Mara or Tarkin alone can hang a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
Batmouse has got the Gick, which is important, but it's just a...
Yeah, Tarkin does draw on his own, so it makes sense.
Tarkin will draw on his own, so it's also like he comes down with EPP Obi, clashes out Mara, battles. You're still killing him with Tarkin.
Yeah. Dennis will play Don't Do That Again.
I mean, Dennis has he's got 4 cards in hand and
20. So he's at 24.
Yeah.
And right now, I mean, he needs to get rid of like Tarkin. I don't see a path. Because Batmouse is about to do
another 5.
At least 5, and that's going to put Dennis at 20 or 19.
And Dennis searched with Don't Do That Again. I'm not sure what immediate effect he was trying to find.
I think he was just trying to reset his destiny.
Maybe just shuffle the 1 back, because he can activate down to all of it. So because he did draw a pair of 1s in that Ahsoka battle. So
Batmouse does save 6 force. So I mean, he's got plenty of force in case of the draw their fire comes out. So
because there's no beggar and there's no Tatooine sites on table, so you can't run into a beggar situation.
Dennis will draw another card with Rey. Again, I think what's interesting for me is seeing what Dennis thought Batmouse was on.
I mean, I think Dennis hit it pretty accurately. Like, if he'd have gotten that I hope she's all right going, or been able to keep it alive, that would have gotten real spicy. Okay, and it would have gotten spicy quick.
Blizzard 1 and a Lost in Space from Batmouse's hand. Also, recently we had Tom Struthers and Charlie Arlinson played their first game. Tom won by, I know, greater than 10. So, not sure when they're going to be playing game 2. Yep.
Like, he's going to wipe that site. C-3PO just... 3PO only works with a rebel, though, isn't he?
Yeah.
You can place a card on use pile to activate a force.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the other thing is if Batmouse draws low, like if he draws that Elspeth, Qui-Gon still lives.
Well, if he draws the Elspeth, he Tarkins it or Enforcements it.
Yeah, it'd have to be the Enforcement.
But he can't Tarkin. He can't He could have Tarkined it last turn when he had 3. Now he can't. But yeah, he enforcements it and he's fine.
Yeah.
But I mean, 3PO forfeits for 4. And that's most of Batmouse's reserve right now are
Yeah.
4s. Because he had the Decree,
Imperial Command,
Blizzard 4, and Command.
Yeah.
I think there are 3 of them in there right now.
Okay, Dennis initiates. No draw their fire.
Yeah, I think Dennis is just going out in a blaze of glory here.
One last stand at the Death Star Chasm Walkway.
Yeah, like I'd assume. I'm surprised Batmouse didn't art.
No, I want to say flip just in case.
Why? There's nothing you need to be flipped for right now.
2 free ride combos, very interesting. It tells me that Dennis was definitely expecting U3PO.
Or set your course. All right, okay, so there's sorry about the math.
But I mean, you're putting 2 cards from your hand and you're putting a card from your hand and a card from either your hand and your lost pile or your deck into the lost pile. So you're getting rid of 2 cards to get rid of a character when you know your opponent has a Gick. I think Batmouse here should swing at 3PO.
That was exactly what I was thinking. Is just hit the droid, make him forfeit 0,
and then it doesn't matter.
Literally anything kills Qui-Gon.
Yeah.
And it again doesn't matter because he's still going to drain for 5.
Yep.
And 5 does it because Dennis has 20 cards left total right now.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's not losing any overflow with the Mara. Like,
yeah.
Mara forfeits, and that's were you looking for me to add a Battle Destiny? I like it.
I like that too. That's a good move.
I mean, this is a glory play. I like it.
Cute.
It's again, I don't think he can overflow Mara, and we know he can't because Batmouse has.
I mean, Batmouse might forget about the Gick, but the other thing is, like you were saying, Dennis is under the threshold. He's got no cards in hand. Just lose everything. End the game right here.
And there's the 5 for
10. So you're down by 7.
I mean, maybe. Well, I guess with no cards in hand, like I can't envision anything Dennis has that's
that's what I'm saying.
Spicy enough to like. I know, like they're talking noble sacrifice. Like, all right, well, he can't noble sac right now because of coward. Like he'd have to put out another guy first. So in those 3 cards, he'd have to draw a guy and a noble sacrifice. And I don't think Batmouse is putting another card on table.
I wouldn't. Like
if I'm Batmouse,
I'm not even drawing another card.
No, you'd
like
activate, drain for 5.
Yeah.
And say go. Like
activates. Yep. Activates everything.
Yep.
Yep.
Drains a Kashyyyk to stack 1 and make him lose 2. Like, I'll be honest, I'm not even sure Dennis is winning this game just all out. Like, I think Batmouse is not just not losing by 21, but I think Batmouse is in a pretty solid position right now. He's winning the game.
Yeah. I know that Dennis had to do a lot to win by 21. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to bring up browsers so that way I can bring up the bracket after I do the game. Of course, I'm on the wrong screen.
Yeah, like Dennis was going to have to get very lucky.
I would have liked to see
deflection and Luke Jedi Knight from reserve to the Endor drain.
I would have almost rather have seen.
Why would you do that, Batmouse?
Because it's Batmouse. He's confident. Like he's way, way, way too cocky right now.
I mean, I don't think Dennis can. Even if Dennis has the ability to come down and beat up Elspeth,
I hope he does.
he's got the
I hope he does right
even
now.
If he doesn't, he's got to somehow retrieve 20 or retrieve 10.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying, I want to see Dennis kick the crap out of that Elspeth because Batmouse
You just
got
want
cocky.
to see Batmouse come down a peg?
Yes.
Batmouse is just trying, you know?
I get that, but he got cocky, and I hope he gets his hand caught in the cookie jar.
But with only 7 force, like, all right, so he comes down.
There's
with
an Obi-Wan.
Yeah,
Let's see the draw their fire. Come on, Dennis.
All right, I mean, Batmouse has got 3 force. Like, okay, let's see the draw their fire.
I know. I want to see the hand caught in the cookie jar.
Just rooting against your teammate right now. Like, I just want to see.
You know what? Because he got cocky.
I want to see some humility out of the man. Let's see this here. So, I mean, he's certainly going to hit her. Yep, he's going to add 3 to power up. So she is defense value 6.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, Dennis,
he knows his destiny.
Yeah,
I'm assuming he's got at least 1 6 in there. I'm assuming he's got at least 1 6 in there.
There's a 3 and there's 1 6. Chris Kelly with a smile. It's like, that's what Luke is supposed to do. So
now I want to see the clash.
You did. He just drew it for Destiny.
Oh yeah.
There's another one.
He was getting rid of the Elspeth in one way or another, but not like that.
He's actually losing this battle.
I know. And he can cancel and redraw that.
I was going to say, I'm sure he's going to.
Not that it's going to matter. Dennis actually, yeah. I mean,
13 to 6.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan's an 8 still.
Yeah.
He needed to draw more than that to
Yeah.
overflow. He needed to draw he needed to draw a 6, which I don't think he had.
Yeah.
I mean, I get why Batmouse did it. If Dennis didn't have a card in hand, he gets a turn of free drains, but like, it seemed counterproductive. Like, you'd almost rather just have that card in hand and be like, fine, I'll lose it to a drain, or I'll force you to. He could have always left 1 in reserve and come down with Elspeth to battle.
Yeah.
If Dennis put down Obi-Wan, just fine, I'll wipe you off that site.
Yeah. I kind of like Batmouse. I just kind of like Batmouse drawing up. He should have just drew up at this point.
Nah. I mean, because Dennis has to know the match is over too. Dennis can certainly concede it. If he's not going to, you play it out.
Okay.
As Dennis loses, and it could be worse from hand. He might have just. I mean, he's running so low on force. He couldn't have saved to.
You could save 2. Okay, there goes Chewie and a Luke off the top. And Batmouse should just recirculate and pass turn. I mean...
Yeah, don't pick anything up. Don't. What are you doing, Anthony?
Hand in the cookie jar.
Like, if he was my kid, he would have gotten middle named right there. Like, I don't know his middle name, but...
Give him one. Give him one right now.
Anthony Michael Howard, what are you doing?
I love it.
I don't even... Why? Why would you do this? Like, I'm assuming he's got a command just in case. Like,
doesn't matter. Hand in the cookie jar. That's what I'm saying.
Why? Why are you doing this to yourself? Why are you doing this to us? Don't make us feel bad. As he grabs a card with Rey and then cycles down a card with, like my father before me. I mean, I'm not sure what else he's got in there. Oh, so he's not draining. He must have gotten his other EPP Obi. Oh, just solo. All right. I mean, he draws a Destiny, but he's not overflowing him.
No.
So I assume he'll art the 3 power. So Veers is 6 power.
6 to 4.
There. and
Imperial
forfeits
Command,
for 8.
which Dennis should probably
Like,
grab. I don't even like. Why even play the command to get a Destiny? Like, there's no point.
yeah, I'm not sure you even bother.
Yeah.
It's not like Dennis can drain. It's not like
No.
Dennis will be able to drain.
And he
Yeah,
doesn't
you
do
just
it.
fine. I'll
Yeah.
lose Veers.
Yeah. I'll lose Veers. Drain for 5. You have 1 force left.
I guess in theory, Anthony putting Veers down there stopped Dennis from draining.
Yeah.
But like you were fine with Dennis draining. Dennis drained you for 2. You lose Veers and one of the other 5 cards in your hand, and then drain for 5. Yes. Wolfman, he wants it to be exciting.
Yeah.
That's not the way we do this.
No.
Okay, and he draws the last card.
Cycles an Imperial Command back.
But it was not the Imperial Command adder. So that was in case Dennis was playing 0 hour to flip the Lothal back.
Okay,
and there
we
Dennis
have the
with
GG. Dennis wants this to end. Thank you, Dennis.
Yes, I think he doesn't want me yelling at Batmouse anymore. Because I'd have made up a different middle name. Like,
really?
We could have
kept this going.
We could have kept this going. I can yell at Batmouse for a long time. I've got 3 kids. I am used to yelling at disobedient children. we could have done well, but yeah, I mean, Batmouse played that really well.
Yeah.
I mean, even those last few turns of like, why are you doing this, hand in the cookie jar type stuff.
But I mean, he didn't make any mistakes.
Super low risk. Yeah, he didn't make any mistakes at all.
Yes.
Dennis, I think, brought a deck that could have won by 20 plus. Like, if he'd have been able to keep that, I hope she's all right in play for a couple of turns, that would have been, it would have gotten close real quick.
Yeah.
So I think Batmouse picked the right deck, because Thrawn, it's going to be real hard to beat Thrawn by.
Oh, Batmouse is in chat now.
Yeah.
Now, so we have our top 8, as you can see now by the graphic. Jill Olsen versus Kieran. I believe they're playing this Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern.
Yep.
Don't quote me on that.
Jared,
we'll get closer to it.
I think that was quoted, and I think Jared is on the stream there. I don't know if I'm going to be helping him out or if he's just going to run it solo. So.
And then we have, I think this is the feature match. It has to be. Greg Shaw versus Mike Kessling, 4 and 5 versus each other. Like, what could you ask for? 2 good friends, 2 teammates battling it out in the top 8.
Yeah, that one will be and that'll be a good match.
That will be a good match, because you know both of them. They both want to win.
Yeah, and they're both going to play good, solid decks.
Okay.
Play a solid game against.
I would be surprised. I would hate to see them play both fun decks. Like, what if they just both bust out 2-player premier decks and just say, "Let's go"? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Greg. Let's go. Let's make it fun.
Honestly, I wouldn't even fault him on that. Why not? Just throw it in all of the Jedi deck and see what happens.
Yeah. Then we have Connor Britton versus the Batmouse. And like we said earlier, Charlie Arlinson versus Tom Struthers. They've again already played game 1. Tom won that one by at least 10.
I think it was 10 or 11. I was watching that game as it happened. It was a grind. It was a grindy game. They there was a lot of turns of neither of them doing really any damage or doing one.
Yeah.
Charlie was getting 1 damage through with Stardust, and Tom was getting 1 drain of 1 through type thing. It was a grindy game to watch.
So according to Greg in the chat, it was 11. However, there was a little bit of a controversy where at the end Charlie timed out as Tom was retrieving with something special planned for them.
Yep.
So it could be 12. So
Tom saw the clock and said that, and I think it's just Tom and Charlie need an answer on
Yeah.
what the official differential is, because I know it's been kind of asked a little bit, and 11 versus 12 makes a difference. Like,
Yeah. And you know what?
you
It
know,
wouldn't be a proper Star Wars tournament if there wasn't a little bit of drama.
yeah. I mean, so at this point, I think a hand of Sabak is
I know.
should cover it. So Tom, I
Oh, we
don't
can ask.
believe had a
I was going
hand.
to say we have the tournament organizer. I mean, Badmouse can just rule down from on high, or as we know
Okay.
him now, Anthony Michael Howard.
I don't believe Tom had a hand. I mean, we've got the replay.
Yeah, which
We can check it.
I know we're going to be doing a commentary on that one, so make sure you guys watch that. We'll get that one up on YouTube hopefully shortly. Just don't quote us on when we're going to have that done.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, top eight.
Top eight's going to be. I mean, there's some good players in there.
Yeah,
There's
some
some
good
good
players.
surprises.
There's
Like,
some good players, and then there's Batmouse.
you know, it's not a consolation tournament, so I'm not picking Batmouse to run it, but
I know.
Batmouse has played very well to get himself here and
Yeah,
give himself a chance. And I know he just started talking about that Nationals might possibly be in play for him, and
I would be
this is a
upset.
heck of a way to get yourself ready to go into Nationals.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to be sad because if Batmouse goes to Nationals and I can't go, I'm depressed. And
Yeah,
the only reason I can't go is because of work. But uh, do you want to stream it, Garrett?
sure.
Okay,
I'm. We got time.
we got time. Yeah,
We can
let's do
run.
it.
We can run that stream right now. Let's go.
Let's do it. I got nothing else to do.
So here. Well, you go get it. I'm gonna go get a drink real quick.